Thank you, Pleasant Valley, for asking me to share in your Memorial Day ceremony with you. I realize this is a tough day, so I'm going to keep my remarks brief. I'm honored that my fellow Hudson Valley veterans asked me to say a few words about what this day means to us. This day is meant for a day of solemn reflection and gratitude. Those gathered here today need no lesson or reminder of what the significance of that is. Today is not an unofficial start of summer. Today is not merely a 3-day weekend. Today is not a day for parades and festivities. Today is the day when we publicly recognize those brave men and women that, as President Abraham Lincoln said, gave their last full measure of devotion so that we as a people may endure. I'd like to mention 2 historical milestones that do deserve acknowledgement as something that we can ponder on as part of our American heritage. The first is the national recognition of what has become Memorial Day that occurred in 1868, exactly 150 years ago today. The second is that this year is the 100th anniversary of the end of World War I. Our nation officially became involved in that war in only the last 2 years of it. In many respects, the United States entry in that war dramatically accelerated the end of it as we had finished what Europe had started. The price that America paid for that war was the loss of 54,000 of her sons. To put that number in perspective, over a 2-year period, the United States was losing 74 men a day. Until they silenced those guns on November 11th, 1918. Many of those men left this town, and many like it, across America, to answer the call and serve in a global cause that was the greatest challenge of their lives. They did it for the country they loved, for the friends they lost and served with, and most importantly, for their families. That legacy has endured in every man and woman that has bravely stepped forward to wear our nation's uniform. They didn't wear it born of hate or because they were forced to. They wore their uniform out of love for everything they hold dear, their families and their country. They took an oath to announce their commitment. It is the very same one every veteran here has said. Right now, I welcome my fellow veterans to join me in that oath again. I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations in the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Ladies and gentlemen, we are blessed that so many have taken that oath. From the founding of our great nation to the young men and women who today, as we speak, are donning their body armor on land, raising their anchors on the ships at sea, starting the engines of their planes to take to the air, all done to protect us. And when we lose them in battle, we mourn and we remember. We know that the very best this country has produced has worn the uniform in selfless service to protect us. As much as it hurts to lose them, we do not surrender. Instead, we fight harder. We here know what the cost is. We would not have taken the time to be here today had we not understood where and how our freedom came to be. It came from sacrifice. Many of us here personally know the pain of losing the best men and women we've ever known. We erect monuments to them like this one, so our country does not forget them. We never take for granted the gift they have given us, our freedom. Many of us here have attended funeral services for our loved ones that have worn our country's uniform. Some of us have even folded the flag for them. However, many not here today do not know what is quietly said by the presiding officer who hands that flag that was draping the casket of their service, man or woman, to the loved one. When that officer leans into that veteran's loved one, this is what they say. On behalf of the President of the United States Army, Marine Corps, Navy, or Air Force, whatever their service was, and a grateful nation, please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation for your loved one's honorable and faithful service. That simple phrase sums up the gift our fallen has given us, their service. They did so out of love and devotion to us. They gave up all of their tomorrows so that we can have ours. In turn, we take that gift and we live the remainder of our lives for them. We love our families. We help our friends and neighbors. We work hard in our professions. We serve our communities, and we stand for our national anthem. And when we drive past memorials like this one in Pleasant Valley, this memorial erected by a great people who know what price was paid for their freedom, we say thank you. We say thank you to our sons and daughters. We say thank you to our husbands and wives. We say thank you to our friends. And we endure as they wanted us to. Thank you, Pleasant Valley. Thank you, my fellow veterans. And most importantly, thank you to the over 650,000 that have given their lives for us.